A lot of people from Cape Town are going abroad.
Yeah.
But there are a lot of foreign investors.
In South Africa, yeah.
UAE, I've got a beautiful client from UAE. Magnificent. In this industry, kindness begets kindness. So if you're good and kind to somebody, they're going to be good and kind to you.
Yes.
It's all about sharing is caring. I mean, we're all here to make money.
I'm looking at you in your eyes for the first time. You've got such beautiful eyes.
Thank you.
Beautiful.
Green eyes.
You know? So tell me a bit more. Why did you choose, besides just deciding to go into real estate, like why did you choose to stay in it for so long?
I think one has to have a passion. I love interior decorating. I've got a vivid imagination, so I love to say to my clients, can you visualize this? Imagine if we did this. Imagine if we took this out and made it open plan.
Yeah.
Can you? A lot of people can see that.
Yes.
There was the most beautiful house that I sold, and this woman said to me, oh my gosh, no, Sue, I really love the house, but this kitchen. I said, let me just tell you what we're going to do. There she was. I was doing this, telling her, and she said to me, nobody's ever told me that. I said, can you visualize it? It's going to add 2 million onto your, if you ever want to sell. Well, I'd love to be able to show you that house, because that's exactly what she's done.
Really?
Magnificent.
Oh no.
Magnificent.
I think I can see why. And also your personality is like very, like you've got this beautiful bubbly personality and you're very warm. Like I'm so glad I met you.
I'm very blessed to be here as well. Thank you so much.
So today's topic is mainly going to be about investment in the luxury side of properties. And the reason why I decided to give you this, not only are you the first female guest on this podcast, but also you've been here for 40 years. And I know that it's very difficult for females to thrive in this industry. And, you know, because usually it's the man. How is it being a female in the real estate industry?
Fabulous.
You love it?
Absolutely fabulous. Absolutely fabulous. I think it's so nice to be able to look after yourself without having to rely on somebody, although I must say I do rely on my husband every now and again.
Yeah.
But generally, you know, it's nice to have your own money. It's nice to be able to spoil people and go out
That's very
overseas.
True. That's very true.
Have a new car.
Yeah.
You know, it's just nice to have that extra bit of income.
Yeah. And how does the industry treat you? Does it treat you different because you're a female?
No.
It's the same.
No.
Even when you get into with
no,
clients?
Absolutely. I've never, no, not at all.
Yeah.
Not at all. You know, you learn, especially when I was nursing, we learn psychology.
Yes.
So they tell you of where to shy away and where not.
Yes.
So if you have a husband and wife, it's best to zone in on the wife.
Yeah, I do that too.
Leave the husband alone.
Yes.
Because she might pick up, I've got a very bubbly
personality.
She might think that I'm flirting, but
Yeah.
absolutely. So you zone in that person.
Yes.
If the husband's in, he's an accountant or whatever, zone in the husband, because they all want to know about the money.
Yes.
You know, the money side of it. They want to know, do the gutters work? Are there any servitudes on the property? That's things they look for.
Yeah.
The women look at bathrooms, kitchen.
Yeah, but we just look at the bathrooms and the kitchens and the views, you know.
Absolutely.
Like we are currently we're shooting this podcast at one of her listings, and the views here are crazy. They're
Absolutely
so
stunning,
amazing. And we've seen a bunch of houses here in Camps Bay, and I must say, for the size of this house and what it offers, it is priced very well.
That is. It's absolutely. I mean, it's under 500 square meters of land. It's 2 minutes to the beach.
Yeah.
The main thing for foreign investors is to have a return on their money.
Yes.
So this is big enough to Airbnb it if you wanted to. The fact that you've got 2 garages downstairs and 2 garages upstairs is phenomenal. And I think it's just all about location.
Location.
You know, and you pay. This is what you're paying for. You're paying for this beautiful view over here.
Yeah.
You're not just paying for like a postage stamp.
Yes, and it's a stunning view because every corner of this house you can like literally
100%,
see
100%,
the view and everything.
Yeah.
So I'm going to ask you a very tricky question. As a female in this industry, before we get into the investment part of it, do you get any clients? I mean, you're a beautiful lady that murk on you.
It's very easy just to diverse the conversation so that you aren't stepping on anybody's toes.
Yes.
Sure, there have been times, but you learn to diverse it.
Yeah.
Without offending
The wife or the girlfriend
husband, or the boyfriend or whatever.
Yeah.
That's why I'd say work on the lady. Be friends with her because she's going to help you seal the deal when she wants her husband to buy it.
Yes, that's
So
very
zone
true.
in on the woman.
I think I can take tips from that because, sometimes you do get clients and you're just like, okay, so how do I handle the situation? But because you are here and today you're going to teach me and us. So I think we're in the right hands. I really think like I believe we are.
Absolutely. You won't go wrong. You won't go wrong.
So a question that I've been asking each and every real estate agent in Camps Bay is when it comes to foreign investors, right? Do you think that Cape Town on its own has more foreign investors than it does with South Africans? Or is it more South Africans?
Okay, so a lot of foreign investors are buying at the moment, especially with the economical situation of our rand.
Yes.
So for a foreign investor to come here,
it's cheaper.
Absolutely.
And
So-
you get the views and everything.
Absolutely. And I mean, if you think I was chatting to a client of mine, if you buy a one-bedroom apartment in Monaco, it's going to cost you the same price as a house. So it's not better to invest your money over here and get a return.
Yes.
So a lot of people are buying over here, foreign investors, either primary homes or holiday home.
Yeah.
A lot of them are using it as an investment.
An investment,
like
yes.
B&Bs.
Yes.
Or renting it out.
Yes.
But yeah.
Yeah, it's...
Yeah, and then there's also, you've got to understand, there's also this immigration where a lot of clients are coming from Johannesburg, the more upper echelon, with money, are selling in Johannesburg.
Yeah, and then moving
and coming to Cape Town, which we all know is run better.
Yes.
Everything works in Cape Town.
Yes.
You don't have the negativity of Johannesburg. And there's some beautiful places in Johannesburg. Unfortunately, it is what it is.
Yeah.
So everybody's coming down to Cape Town where the security is better.
Yes.
You've got this magnificent outlook over here. You've got fabulous schools. There's a nice family vibe about it.
Yeah.
Very different.
Because also what I noticed is there's certain areas that you can walk around here and have your phone out and you don't have to worry about all the petty crimes or anything like that. And it's very important for the area to stay that way.
Absolutely.
Because of the value of the property, So have you always been in the luxury space of real estate?
Just gone into the luxury. And I must say I'm loving it. It's just up my alley. So I was doing sort of like mediocre, like in between.
Yeah.
Just becoming a millionaire. And then people invest in really good areas.
Yes.
And then as the investment grows and things happen in their life, then they end up selling that house and moving to luxury homes in Cape Town.
Yes.
As opposed to Millerton, stunning. Millerton, I've sold in Millerton. Durban is also, you get magnificent homes.
What's the difference between the Durban side and Cape Town when it comes to the real estate, the property side of it? What's the difference?
You definitely, prices over here scare me because we don't have that in Durban, or we didn't have that in Durban. If you wanted something extreme, you'd have to go to Umhlanga, Belito, Umhlali, down the coast. But then it's not as magnificent as this. And you don't have this row over here with all the pubs and clubs and diversity of restaurants.
And people
and
as
culture,
well.
Culture. And everybody comes down here because it's fun. You've got the lifestyle. You're safe. You're secure. There's buses that can take you. It is. It's actually outstanding. I mean, we're really blessed to be here.
Yeah. So I just want to explain this to the viewers. Durban is in KZN. It is one of the provinces in South Africa, and it also has a beachfront. It also has the beautiful views as well. It's much warmer compared to what Cape Town is. but there's just something about Cape Town.
Yeah, Cape Town is absolutely 100%.
Yes.
It is the creme de la creme.
Yes, there's definitely just something
When you get here, you know you've arrived.
Exactly.
This is it, yeah.
And also, what I've noticed is when you come to Cape Town, it is much calmer. It is very calm compared to when you're going to Joburg. Everything is fast, like constantly you're rushing, you know.
Absolutely.
Also, the same thing when you go to Durban. It's very calm as well, and you know everything also is it's just rushed, guys. Like Joburg is it's a very
fast moving, very fast.
It
moving.
is.
Yeah.
It's so scary.
Yeah.
It's so scary. So how does property grow? Like the finance.
Well, it's how can I say? It is supply and demand.
Mm-hmm.
So when there's only so many homes, let's just take in Camps Bay or Bantry Bay or Melkbos or wherever. There's only X amount of homes there. There's only X amount of land there.
Yes.
So when everything is taken up, and somebody, foreign investor comes in, it's going to push the price up because they want premium. So they're going to offer absurd prices to buy a house. And the seller is going to be willing and able to accept it because
Of course,
he can
yes.
then, a lot of people from Cape Town are going abroad.
Yeah.
But there are a lot of foreign investors.
In South Africa,
Germans, UAE. I've got a beautiful client from UAE. Magnificent.
I've heard a lot of Germans are also just coming
A lot
back
of Germans,
into
and
Cape Town.
They're absolutely fabulous.
Yeah,
Lovely.
Yeah,
I love the
Funny
German
enough, my
towns.
grandfather's German, by the
Really?
way. Yeah, my surname is Hammenberg.
Oh, really? Okay. So my mum's mum was German,
Oh yeah.
and my dad's dad was German.
Oh,
So yes. So
maybe that's
this is why I'm getting so well.
maybe that's
Absolutely,
why.
yeah.
No, no. My grandfather's name was George Hammenberg, and he stayed here for some time, and then eventually when he passed away, we buried him, but like all the way in Johannesburg and everything.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's a very
So
interesting one.
This is like a callback the past and reconnect.
Really, exactly.
Absolutely, because he could be anywhere around. In fact, sitting on your shoulder, watching, think, "Gosh, I'm so proud of you. Look at you."
Right.
There you go. There you go. You see, I'm making a state agent of you yet. All right.
No, that's very interesting. That's extremely interesting. So I love the way that you explained how the market just inflates in terms of the investment in South Africa or in Cape Town, you know, because a lot of people they don't understand what causes the properties to just shoot up the way that they're shooting up. Yes, they know that because of these foreign investors coming in, but they just don't really understand.
Absolutely,
you know?
absolutely. And this is the position. There's beautiful homes in Constantia.
Yeah.
The wine farms. It depends what the investors, what they're looking for, what their desire is.
Yes.
If it's lifestyle, is it just a retirement for the two of them, or they're investing for their grandchildren down the line? So it all depends, because Camps Bay, you cannot get the vibe for the younger people.
Yes.
The restaurants.
Yes.
Just everything over here is out of this world.
Yeah.
And then a little bit further down is Langebaan. And then you've got Hermanus, which is even further. I mean, there's just so many beautiful little areas.
And I'm so glad that you're actually mentioning all of these other areas, because I was about to ask you what other areas are the luxury areas, and you know that are currently in high demand.
Clifton's also divine. Sea Point's also divine. Greenpoint, it depends whether you want to go to the hub, the bowl. There's a lot of youngsters there because it's very vibey, very retro.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, the youngsters are there. It's very, just everybody wants to party mode. And it's the young up and coming, newly marrieds that are there.
So, Sue, if I wanted to maybe get a husband or a boyfriend, or, you know, where can I go? Which part of?
Come with me. We're going to Cafe Caprice.
I'm ready, guys. If you see me with a ring on my finger, just know that's Sue.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go. You'll be buying a house from me as well.
Exactly, because that's what we need. Camps Bay has one of the most richest roads or streets in Africa, you know. And how much would a property in that area cost? And what is the name of that street and that area?
Nettleton.
Yes.
And it's insane money.
Right?
Insane money.
Iron Man and...
Oh, Iron Man.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that is out of this world. I've never in my life seen uninterrupted views like that. So you've got this glass like this, but it's at an angle like this, and it almost looks like you've got a dome on the top.
Yeah.
So you're not looking like at a mirror like this.
Yes.
Oh my word, it must be absolutely insane. And that the garden outside.
Mm-hmm.
Don't worry about the kitchens. Don't worry about the bedrooms. Don't worry about the garages.
Yeah.
It's out of this world.
Yeah.
It really, really is. There's a beautiful home over here that I had, and I can't say who.
Yeah.
Going to buy it. But there's also beautiful, beautiful homes in Strand, Somerset West, also 30, 40.
Yeah, that's
So it's all over. It's all over. But the Iron Man, yes, that is like in a different league.
Yeah,
in a different league.
I was so surprised when I saw like in South Africa there's homes that are going for like 90 million rand.
100%.
And I'm like, where in South Africa? And when you check, it's Camps Bay.
Yeah.
And it's like, geez, people have money. You know.
But even wine farms. I mean, there's a lot of historic, older farmhouses. Where people have just added on. So like your father's father was there, and it just passes down and passes down. There's the equestrian, there's the, people that have got horses. There's some magnificent areas over here. They really, really are. It really is an absolute pleasure.
No, it is. And the lifestyle, would you say that Cape Town is more expensive than all the other areas in South Africa?
Property-wise?
Yes.
Yeah.
And also not just property-wise, but the lifestyle as well.
Look, you pay
a
tad more.
Yeah.
But not that you think, oh my word, I can't believe this. It might be like a...
People make it seem that way.
Yeah. Look, I mean, for argument's sake, I bought Stopan in Camps Bay, and I got 10 for 50 rand. Now you can buy 100 in somewhere else for 20 rand. So
yeah. Because I know there's this like idea or that people are like Cape Town is so expensive.
Look, I mean, wouldn't you pay a little bit more to live over here?
You would.
I mean, it's a vibe. It's who is here.
Exactly.
Yeah. And there's a lot of celebrities that come here.
Yes. Yes.
A lot of foreign. Well, obviously, because you sign a non-disclosure,
you can't say,
No, there are some very rich and famous people that have bought in Cape Town.
Yeah, and it in a way, I feel like it also makes it a bit more like, let's say, exclusive. Because I know we're supposed to be talking about investors, but the certain questions that I want to ask these questions because these are questions that people always have in their head, and and I feel like you would be the better person to be able to answer that, Yeah, because like you'd get the misconception. I don't know if it's a misconception or that, oh no, the Ubers in Cape Town are expensive, the food in Cape Town is expensive, everything in Cape Town is expensive. But when you do get there, it's like, okay, the prices are slightly a bit higher.
But then you're getting.
Yes.
Then you are getting the real McCoy.
I was about to say the quality.
One is prepared to pay slightly more for the extravagant restaurants we've got here.
Exactly, because also the other thing is what I notice is the Uber drivers here, they're very, very patient, very kind. Unlike in other maybe provinces in South Africa, they are very, very kind and they're quite patient. They're very nice, And then the food quality is so amazing. Yeah. Oh my gosh.
No, it is. It's absolutely. I mean, just everything about Cape Town is phenomenal. The people are absolutely divine. The estate agents I work with are very happy to share listings and mandates. I've never had an issue. I love it. I could highly recommend. So if you want to buy, please come to me.
No, you guys definitely heard that if you would want to buy or anything like that, please do go to Sue. And especially like in Camps Bay, Cape Town. Yeah. It's so beautiful. And the fact that we're sitting outside, and I just keep on looking at, I'm getting distracted by these views.
I know. The palm trees like you're in Miami, hey? Yeah.
Yes. Like, I'm literally getting distracted by this, like, the views. Like, every time I want to ask her a question, I'll think about, I'm like, okay, this is the question that I want to ask. And then next thing you know, the Table Mountain is just here. And I'm like, oh, snap,
Absolutely.
that's beautiful.
Yeah,
And then I come back to you, Yeah. So, also, why, besides the lifestyle or whatever, but, like, why should one invest here?
Why should?
Do you think does your money grow faster this side?
Look, if you have a look and see how the property prices have jumped up here by 30%. If you have a look at what sold in 2021, I'm just going according to the stats.
Yeah.
Property has gone up. Anything that, it's like a dress, if it's marked correctly, it's going to sell.
It's going to sell,
a property, if it's marked correctly, it's going to sell. There's an old saying, the longer something takes, the worse the outcome is. So if you take an overpriced mandate or whatever, you must know you're going to sit there forever.
Yeah.
But there might be that odd occasion that somebody comes in, doesn't care, loves it, and pays a premium price, and the seller says, you see, I told you, see?
Yes.
Yeah.
And for those of you all that doesn't understand what a mandate is, so because we are speaking real estate terms, a mandate is what you would sign, and you would give a contract basically that you would give your agent, that you are giving them the right to sell for this amount of time. They should be able to advertise and sell, advertise, and basically
And
giving them.
let no other estate agent in.
Yes. So there'll be a different mandates. There'll be a sole mandate. There'll be a double mandate, and then there's an open mandate.
Correct.
I know in most cases, agents don't like the open mandate because that means anyone can come and sell the house. A dual mandate means that there's two people that can come in and sell the house. But it's always best to have one agent.
Yeah.
That way you don't have to deal with so many other different people.
But also, it's logic. If you've got one person looking after your property, you're forcing every single inquiry or every single potential buyer out there to come through one portal. So what you're doing for the sellers, you're actually pushing his price up. Getting the correct amount of the correct price for that seller, as opposed to every Tom, Dick and Harry having the house and pushing the price down.
Exactly. Yeah, no, exactly. And also, like, with what advice would you give a new person that wants to get into the luxury side of real estate? Would you think
have a sense of humor? Have a definite sense of humor, because there's going to be lots of bangs.
Yeah.
Lots of learning curves, but somebody only does something to you once and you learn. That'll never happen to me again. In this industry, kindness begets kindness. So if you're good and kind to somebody, they're going to be good and kind to you.
Yes.
It's all about sharing is caring. We're all here to make money. So if I've got something that you need, let's work together so we both make money. Isn't that what life's all about?
It is. It is. Yeah. So no, that's also quite good. So what does a normal day of a luxury real estate agent in Cape Town look like?
Put your Birkins on.
Because the heels doesn't work.
There you go. You can go to the gym. You can go for a breakfast. You can go for a walk along the beach. I love taking my dogs for a walk on the beach. It's the most unbelievable thing to see. And then you can canvas, or you can drive around and see for sale boards. I still do it the old way. I still see for sale boards, knock, find out whatever. It's a mandate and you want to share it, you phone that agent. They're prepared to share it, and I've got the sun blaring in my eyes.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
No problem, but I'm looking at the majestic view. But it is. It's everybody works with me.
Yeah.
I've never had a no. There possibly will be a no.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, it's high price houses, and if you've got a buyer and they're prepared to share.
Yeah.
It makes sense, doesn't it?
Yeah. And how do you then build your network?
Word of mouth.
Okay.
Referrals. You must remember, we've got a lot of Johannesburg clients from my partner,
Yes.
Vicky. So
Oh yes, I met Vicky, by the way. She is also
phenomenal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we
we
had
got-
so many conversations.
absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you need somebody, a youngster, to work with you, because it's all about
Energy as well.
no, not just the energy. It's the social media. I'm beyond that.
Oh yes.
I'm beyond that. I need somebody to help me, and she's very good. She's very good at that. So we balance one another out.
No, that's good.
And because she is originally from Johannesburg, she's got a lot of a big database there. So if we get something wherever it is, Durbanville, Milnerton, Camps Bay, wherever.
Yeah.
Then we just start it out like this. Very quick. Very quick.
Sue is closing deals. Literally closing deals. Is there anything that you find difficult in the luxury part of real estate?
Difficult? No.
Yeah.
No. I don't find anything difficult at all. Getting lost is not difficult. It's sometimes causes mental anguish. Because then you get up a road and you think, oh God, I don't know where I am. And then you put in Google Maps and then it says redirecting. And you sit there and think, well, redirect me where? And then suddenly you see, no, entering a connection, and you dig deep. Please, Lord, I've got to get out of here. But yeah, no, nothing scares me.
Nothing
scares me. Anything in life is achievable. You've got to put your mind to it.
What's the worst experience you've had with a client?
When I've shown them a house, they've gone and bought it through somebody else.
Oh my goodness. Oh, that is the most painful one. Oh my God. I recently had that happen to me.
Did you?
And I was just like, okay, like, yeah, we're getting it. Not a problem. Fine. Oh, we're so happy with you. And then the next thing you know, the client went quiet. So I'm doing a follow-up.
No, wait, don't you love it when they go quiet?
You know?
Absolutely.
And I'm doing this follow-up and I'm like, okay, well, hi, how are you? No, my husband just left or something like that. Next thing you know, boom, sold. And it's like, but I was helping you.
Absolutely.
I showed you so many houses.
It's horrible, but
yeah.
what do they say? Turn a lemon into a lemonade.
Guys, can you all stop doing that? It's the pits.
There you go. But yeah, you learn from it. You actually learn from it. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I think I'm quite happy. It's so unfortunate that our time has to be cut a bit short
Absolutely.
today.
It's been an absolute pleasure.
Yes.
Basking in the glory of God's creation.
Yes. But I'm so happy that you had us. Thank you so much for giving us
It's lovely meeting you,
well.
and for the crew, thank you very much.
Yes.
And hopefully I'll become famous after this, okay? We had to come looking for the both of you.
Go Sue! Go Sue! All right, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in.
Thank you so very much.
Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And yeah, for more content like this, make sure you also click on the notification button. I always forget to say that.
Oh, do you? Okay, now they know.
And where can they find you?
Sue Speechley, Dormal Polani, Western Cape, 082 444 001.
I'm going to cram that number. It's
Exactly.
You know?
Yeah.
444 000. All right.
Thank you so much, Mel.
Thank
It's been
you.
an absolute pleasure.
Oh, thank you for having me.
Thank you
You
for
are
having
such
me.
an amazing person.
Thank you. And I'm going to sell your house, okay?
Please, from my mouth, from your mouth to God's ears.
There we go.